Hello, 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 and welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Today what we are going to be looking at is what is currently blocking our manifestations. If you feel like you've been taking the necessary steps for your manifestations to come to fruition but to no avail, then we're going to take a look at why. What is blocking it? So I hope you are excited for this reading. I am excited for this reading. Our pile selection or card selection today is going to be number 1 with this Tiger's Eye Angel. Number 2 with the Sodalite Angel. And number 3 with our Amethyst Angel. I am going to leave them here for a few seconds to give you a chance to really figure out which one is meant for you. And how I do it is there's always one that I like, it just calls to me. It calls my name. Something about it is screaming, pick me, pick me, pick me. It's either the specific card, it could quite possibly be the crystal associated with it or the crystal that's on top of it. You might have to watch the intro to each one to figure out if it's for you or not. If there's more than one that calls to you, there could be more than one message. If nothing here is particularly calling your name, then there is a good chance that there's just no message here for you today. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds. You can pause and figure out which one is calling for you. All right, let's begin. Hello, pile 1, if you chose our lovely Tiger's Eye Angel, along with the Firefly. Congratulations on making it to your reading. We're going to start by going into the book and reading about the Firefly so I can get a good read on your energy, and then also, so this is also going to serve, so like if this resonates with you, then this is most likely your reading. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? Okay. And then it says, inspired and fantastic yet fleeting. Okay, that gives me a pretty good read on what's going on here, but I'm going to go ahead and pull some more cards. No, actually I'm going to start here because that's what I felt called to do originally. So with this Firefly card, and it being a card of like, you know, the firefly has this light, but then again, if you watch fireflies, like when they're out and about, it's like their light goes off and then it kind of dims. It's kind of like a flickering type thing. They're not always on, right? And I feel like that could be a big part of what is not necessarily blocking your manifestation, but maybe slowing it down as you go, as you have these inspired bursts, but those inspired bursts don't last long. It could be that you're getting very excited about something, but just as quickly as you get excited, you drop it instead of sticking to it. And consistency is going to be key when working towards your manifestations here. And yes, it's good to get that feeling of excitement, that feeling of joyful enthusiasm, because that is going to help things happen a lot quicker, but it's also about being able to maintain that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep getting a reading on what is going on, what is blocking your manifestation in this current moment. See what else is going on here. Knight of Pentacles. Yes, this is taking its time to come to fruition for sure. And Eight of Pentacles. Yep. Okay, so what we have to think about here is slow and steady wins the race. It's going to be about putting the effort in consistently and over time. It's like you're showing up and you want it to happen so very quickly that you're like very exuberantly putting all your energy into it, but a little bit at a time, right? You're like, you get very excited for it, you put some energy towards it, but what's blocking is then you're not doing it consistently. And that's what's needed here. There has to be consistency, there has to be discipline, there has to be structure to what you're doing. This is a garden that you have to tend to every single day. It's not just you're planting the seeds and then, okay, oh, I'm gonna hope this flower grows nice and beautiful. No, we have to figure out what nutritional diet does that flower need? What fertilizer does that flower need? What part of the garden is actually going to set this flower up for growing the most beautiful? Does it need to be by water? Does it need to be under sunlight? Does it need to be under shade? And then tending to that every single day to make sure that you are growing the most beautiful flowers that you possibly can. It takes discipline, it takes structure, it takes checking in every single day, putting the work in every single day, day after day, a little bit at a time, to see this garden start to bloom. Okay, that makes complete sense to me here. Let's go ahead and get some more information. All right, one card came flying out, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that after I am done shuffling this deck. Let's see what else is going on with your manifestations at this moment. All right, so we have the Queen and we have the Vision. Okay, all right, I kind of have an idea of what's going on here. We're gonna grab this third card that fell down. Eros. Okay. We are going to read from the book from these ones, again, because she is just such a master, and I love her interpretations of her cards. So we'll start with the Queen. As soon as we find out, there it is, 83. Okay, the Empress, the Mother, the Sovereign. Like her counterpart, the King, the Queen has a dualistic nature. Either she presides over the realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heavens to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across the land. If the King is the world, if the King is the ego, the Queen is the expression of that ego in the world. She is the lotus's bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the Queen is seated in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving. She waits for the grace of God, and God is to move through her, striving and grasping for nothing. To be the benevolent leader, to embody the Queen, is to settle into deep trust, resolve, and power. The royal Queen fears nothing, for divinity itself cradles her heart. Okay, yeah, so, and then the other part of this is going to be trusting the universe. Like, you may not be able to trust certain people involved. You may have questions issues around trusting yourself and whether you can accomplish what it is you have set out to do. Trust that it's coming. Trust that it's coming in divine timing, but that it is coming and that you're going at the rate that you are meant to be going right now. And again, there is probably a lesson here also in discipline and in putting the work in every day, because it's like, even if you do get your manifestation right now, are you going to be able to keep up with it? There could be a lot about a part of having your manifestation that's going to require dedication to your craft or whatever it is that you are trying to manifest for yourself. And it's like, yeah, you have to start showing that dedication now, so you know that once you do obtain what it is that you seek, that you're not just going to dwindle it all away, or, you know, it's not going to be like, okay, you got it, and then you kind of like drop the ball and stop caring for it. It's like, this is something that you want so very deeply in this moment, but you have to learn to take care of it. You have to learn to tend to it. You have to learn that it's not something that you just ask for and it's magically granted to you. It's something that you have to put work into obtaining and then put more work into maintaining. All right, let's go into Eros. Okay. Though Eros can be depicted as unbridled sexualities and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypal energy leads us to the root of desire itself. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitant in the face of intimacy? Eros reconnects us with the primal longing to merge with another human being, nature, music, art, plants, food, or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Eros allows us to momentarily unite. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire and sensuality. Explore the labyrinth with this curious and honest heart, and remember, though the way is circuitous, you are always being led towards its center. Love is desire, eroticism, sensuality. Okay. So if this is like you trying to manifest your divine counterpart or something like that, this still falls in line right along with everything that I was saying before, right? Because that is going to be a connection that requires dedication. That's going to be a connection that requires constant watering, constant nurturing. You have to be watering that thing to see it grow. If it's not being watered, you know, if it's not giving the right nutrients, if you guys aren't in tune with each other's love languages, stuff like that, then it's just you planted the seed for a relationship that's doomed, essentially, right? You have to learn how to nurture these things, and it's going to have to start with yourself. So traditionally in tarot, the Empress is all about self-care. It's all about nurturing. It's all about growth, your own personal growth. That's what allows you to step into this Empress energy, to this Queen energy. And that might be a practice to start first before you ask to start doing that with someone else, is nurturing yourself first, but every day, not just like you bought yourself a healthy smoothie and, you know, that's your self-care. No, it's so much beyond that. It's everything that you are feeding yourself. It's how you are maintaining yourself. It's it's putting all of your own energy into yourself first before thinking about putting it into other people's situations, whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. You have to take care of yourself first and foremost, and not just a little bit at a time, not just like I did yoga today, next week I'll do something else. No, it is a daily practice, just like whatever it is you are trying to manifest. You are going to love it so very much. If it's not your divine counterpart that you are trying to manifest, again, this is a collective reading, so this will resonate differently for different people. If it's something else that you want, you're going to love it so very much. It's going to bring you so much pleasure, and really light up your world, but you have to learn to take care of it so you're not just squandering it away. Okay, and then the vision. $175. I don't know why I just said the page number out loud. You guys don't have this book. I do. Well, some of you might if you also play with cards. Anyways, the vision, the dream, the imagined The revealed. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny towards which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born, and thus we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. We trust the world and its synchronicities. We walk through the new doors into wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those with vision. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. Bring back the mystery. Bring back the dreams. Okay. So I have a pretty clear message on what's going on here. So, and this is going to resonate, again, differently for different people. For some of us, we have a vision for what we want our future to look like, right? There's like a business we are trying to build. There's something that we are trying to bring into our life, and like we had a vision of it some time ago, and we are working to try to bring that vision to life, right? To make this fantasy life of ours that we have been working towards become something. And it's like we have to, in order to be able to show up consistently, so that we are doing the work consistently and keeping this fire burning instead of it going on and off, we just have to reconnect with that vision. We have to reconnect with what it is we want, that original feeling of like, you know, there's a thing that you wanted so very badly when you thought of it. It's like it lit something up inside you, and it really acted as a catalyst to you making some changes in your life. Reconnect with that. The other part of this is, if you are trying to manifest your divine counterpart, it's going to be about coming into unity with yourself, right? Think about the love that you want this person to give you, and start giving that love to yourself, and consistently every day. And also it's transcending the illusion of separateness, right? Understanding that you and your divine counterpart are never truly separate entities. You are already one, whether you are physically together in the 3D or not. You're already one. Their energy is already with you. Their energy is already a part of you. You guys are the same energy, and you don't have to worry so much about coming together in the 3D. You just have to feel it. How do I describe it? It's like when you come energetically into union with your divine counterpart, it's like you get the feeling of being in love. You get all of those lovey-dovey feelings going for yourself without the presence of anyone there. You learn how to tap into your own well of unconditional love, of deep passion, of everything that you want this person to make you feel. You can already make yourself feel that way without them being there, and a way to speed this up is to maintain that feeling. And you'll know that you're in energetic union with your divine counterpart because you're going to get so many synchronicities, and also you're going to feel just so much love, and you're going to feel that before they even enter, and you just have to maintain it. That is what's going to speed this up or unblock this. All right, let's get some more information. Reclaim, yes. And try not to focus on your lack too much. Try not to focus on how things aren't going exactly how you want right now. Reclaim your magic, reclaim your power, reclaim your joy, reclaim your vitality. Start focusing on how good life is right now, even without your manifestation, and just understand that it's coming, it's happening. Reclaim your divine feminine energy. I like that came out on top of this queen here, right? We may have gotten out of touch with the fact that we are the Empress. We are this Empress archetype. reclaim your archetype. Reclaim your divine feminine energy. The Outlaw. And understand that your way is going to look a lot different. Like, you might be looking around, you might see all of these other people who by this point in their life have already on surface level have accomplished so many things, but your path is going to look a lot different. Your union's going to look a lot different. It's because your vision is so much different than the vision that most other people have for themselves. The Alchemist. And it's going to be all about mixing. It's going to be all about integrating. So here's the other thing that I'm getting. It's going to be about integrating a lot of things, right? You probably still have some work to do in terms of integrating your shadow self in with yourself and accepting yourself as a whole being. And part of what could be distracting you right now is some shadow work that you need to do that makes it so that you're not always this big, bright, glowing, enthusiastic ball of light, where you then start to kind of get discouraged and you come out of alignment with your divine path. But you also have to understand that you already have all of the tools. You have all of the tools within you to create the future that you want, to bring this to fruition, to bring your vision to life. You are the master creator here. You can absolutely do this. It's about learning how to use your tools and skills all of the tools and skills that you have acquired along this blessed journey. And then if you are having some questions, for those of you who are trying to manifest your divine counterpart, they're going to be a very strange person. They could be a bit of an outlaw. They are for sure someone that dances to the beat of their own drummer, if you will. Yeah. Just like you, because you guys are the same freaking person, man. Worthiness, yes, and that is probably a thing that is slowing your manifestations down, is like these thoughts and feelings around whether or not you are even worthy to begin with. Reclaim your worthiness. You understand that you are so worthy right here, right now. You are so worthy right here, right now. Regardless of if you do the work or not, you are still worthy right here, right now. Reclaim your worthiness. And keep manifesting it, keep holding space for it in your heart, keep thinking about it, keep putting it into the universe that this is what you want so very bad. Let go. And I think the other part about that is like, let go of how you think that this is going to happen to you, or how you want this to happen to you, and let it come to you how the universe wants to deliver it to you, which is probably going to be much more magical than what you can conjure up for yourself, especially if you are someone who struggles with feelings of unworthiness. You could be downplaying how this thing comes into your life. You could be like, oh, well, maybe one day, blah, 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 and then I'll be like, blah, you might have it in your idea that you receive it in a way that is unsatisfactory to you, but at least you got to touch it for just a few seconds. At least you got to have it with you for a few seconds, and the universe is like, no girl, no, don't manifest it like that. Manifest it how you actually want to manifest it. Manifest it as a forever thing. Manifest it as wildly, vividly, and satisfactorily as you possibly can. Don't play it small with this manifestation. Ask for it. Don't ask for, don't be out here like, can I get $2? No, ask for like 2 million. Don't ask even for 2 million. Ask for infinite. Ask for it to be with you infinitely throughout space and time. Let it be something that ripples down into future generations, because that's how much of it you have. That's where you should be manifesting from. And as long as you are manifesting from this place of unworthiness, it's going to come slower, because the universe is like, I could give you that like in 2 seconds. However, I know that's not what you really want. I know what you really want. And when you start asking for exactly what it is that you want, and that exactly what it is you are actually worthy of, because right now you are worthy of more than what you are asking for. Ask for what it is you are actually worthy of, deep down inside, what it is that you really, really want. Don't be afraid to ask. And as soon as you let go of this idea of how it may come to you, and just open yourself up to how the universe wants you to receive it, then you are going to see much more progress here. All right, so let's get an affirmation to help you with your manifestation. I trust my inner wisdom and knowledge to guide me in making the right decisions. Absolutely. And the lapis lazuli is a good crystal to work with to really embody this. And it is a beautiful, beautiful crystal. I love working with this crystal. And then we are going to do one final part of this, which I have never done in a video before, but we're going to try something new today. Okay, so we've got our little pendulum board here. I've got our little pendulum. And you guys can go ahead and just think of a question in your head, or you can ask out loud, however you want to do it. And I will just go ahead and see what the pendulum has to say. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds here to think of your question. Oh my goodness, that is a yes if I ever saw one. Yes, 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 yes. It's not just a yes, it is yes, 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 girl, yes. Or whoever's watching this, yes. The answer is yes. Hopefully that's a good yes for you. I don't know what your question was. I know how it resonated for me. All right, pile one. I hope that you enjoyed this reading just as much as I enjoyed reading for you. It has been a pleasure being the medium for this message to reach you through. I am sorry for any doggy ASMR that you guys can hear throughout this video. The little beast is by my side playing with his toys rather loudly. But I will see you all very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose this lovely little sodalite angel, oopsies. Oh my goodness, stand in your power. You can do it. There we go. Along with the Horse Oracle card, congratulations, and welcome to your reading. Horse is an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have that in your big 3, or a lot of earth energy in your chart, or you could just really vibe with horse energy. So I'm gonna go start by reading. horse, because I love this book. I love all of the definitions that she has. And I am sorry for all of the doggy ASMR in the background, guys. I have Beast here knocking all sorts of things over and being a wild little beast. Okay, horse. Momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. The horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides us with momentum, so reliable, so supportive, that you can ride on its back toward any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. A horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. Physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus, meditation, are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. So, momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. That is some really powerful stuff right there. And I feel like you really have been just powering through to your manifestations with dedication, with, really honing your skills, really honing your craft, really sharpening all of the tools in your toolbox. I love that for you. We're going to go ahead and get some more energy here. Some more information here. I guess since I do read energy, that it could be stated as we are going to collect some more energy, but that's not what I meant. What is going on with our horse friends and their manifestations? What is blocking their manifestations currently? Okay, 5 of Pentacles. So resources could be, there could be a perception of resources being an issue right now. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. And there's just so much earth energy here with you being surrounded by these pentacle cards right now. The interesting thing is then we go from the 5 to the 4, and I feel like what is being called here in this 5 of Pentacles, if we are feeling like resources are a bit of a problem, very specifically material resources, then the message here is go back to the lesson of the 4 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles is being a bit stingy, being a bit more selfish with what you have and pouring it into yourself, using it for your own advantage, using it to advance yourself rather than being generous and giving it all away to other people and helping them in their career. Like, you should be doing that for yourself first and foremost before you attempt to go out and help other people. Make sure you are in a spot where you can even help other people before you try to help other people or offer to help other people. So I feel like there is a lot of generosity behind horse person, but horse person has to learn to reel that all in and focus it on their own manifestations, focus it on advancing themselves rather than helping other people at this moment. Eventually, horse person will get to a point where, yes, you can absolutely start using what you have to help other people because you'll have so much of it, but get to that point first so that you're not putting yourself in this 5 of energy pentacle in this 5 of Pentacles situation. And the other part of that being, this could have something to do with feeling left out in the cold. Like, it might not be, if you're not really struggling financially or you don't feel like your material resources are an issue in your manifestations right now, then this could be a feeling of being left out in the cold. This could be a feeling of unworthiness towards your manifestations, right? Like, your manifestations are you might be picturing it as something so great to be a part of, like the way it would elevate your life seems like so foreign to you. And understand that you are not outside of that. You can have that feeling right here, right now, of life being so great, life being so grand, of exactly how you think your manifestation is going to make you feel. You can feel that way right now. You just have to stop seeing yourself as undeserving and separate from that feeling. Understand that that is a feeling that is generated within you that you can access. Okay. And then if you are, another message just came through, if you are feeling a little bit isolated, if you are feeling a little bit alone, is it because you are keeping to yourself too much perhaps? And is there something that you can do about that? I'm picking up on a sense of I'm on the outside and I'm looking in, and it's like, girl, just knock on the door. Perhaps there is someone inside who will let you in. Have you tried asking? I don't know. Oh man. Spirit be crazy sometimes. Okay, so we have the Mystic. And we have the Crone. Interesting. Interesting. And I'm going to read for these cards again, because I love Kim Crass. She makes both the horse deck and these decks. I love her definitions. Not that I don't like this deck as well. It's just that I already have tarot memorized. And I have like 40 decks. So having every type of oracle deck memorized would be a little bit of a challenge for me. Okay, the Mystic. Where is the Mystic? 103. Perfect, we opened right to it. The Seeker, the Lightworker, the Dreamer. The Mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. Yet like Shiva, the true Mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the Mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent changemakers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the Mystic's lifeblood. The Mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the force of light and dark upon its wings. Okay, and I love that this came out on top of this, Five of Pentacles, right? We can consider this Five of Pentacles feeling, this Five of Pentacles idea, as kind of the poison. And it's going to be about taking this feeling of being left out. It's going to be about taking this feeling of I don't have enough to get what I want right now, and transmuting that, taking a different perspective on it, looking at it like, okay, how do I get what I want with exactly what I have right now? It's going to be about changing your thinking, like taking all of those negative thoughts that we are having, transmuting them into better thoughts, transmuting them into thoughts that are actually productive, instead of how productive is it to be constantly telling yourself, I can't, that of course it's going to slow down. Of course it's going to put you into this feeling of lack. You have to step into your power here. You have to tell yourself, I can. Not only can I, but actually I'm going to. It's happening. There is nothing stopping me. You really have to embody this horse energy. And I feel like you do. I feel like you do exhibit those traits. It's just what's every once in a while you'll probably view certain obstacles to your manifestations as blockages, and it's like, no girl, you're a horse, figure out how to jump over that hurdle. You can jump over that hurdle, you've got big horse legs, come on. Okay, and then the Crone. Oh my god, and then I just got this vision of like this horse that just runs up to this hurdle and like, oh my god, what do I do? It's like, girl, you're a horse, just jump. You can jump that hurdle, don't worry. The Crone, okay. 87. The Crone. The witch, the old woman, the sage. The Crone has seen it all. Nothing frightens or surprises her. She's the final manifestation in the feminine trifecta of mother, maiden, crone. In her long life, she's witnessed endless cycles of death, sex, failure, rebirth, conflict, and regeneration, giving her the ability to rise above the world of duality. She laughs at notions of good or bad, right or wrong, as she has seen the earth churning, smoldering, taking life and giving life. The crone energy accepts everything in, devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth, using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge. Her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. Okay. I feel like you are such a powerful manifester. I don't think you even understand like how powerful. I feel like sometimes there will be times where you just have to think something and like you don't even say it out loud. You just have like this really excited thought and then suddenly it just comes into your life magically somehow. I don't think you're recognizing just how powerful you are. Again, we're going to go back to this horse card, the horse of being the most powerful of all embodying the most powerful earth energy in the entire deck. And you really do have this power to bring things into physical reality just from your thought. And I think that's what this is really symbolized by this moon right on the horse's ajna or third eye. It's like you just have this thought and you have the power to turn that thought right into physical reality. So it's like any blockage that you are sensing isn't really a blockage. It's a hurdle that you haven't figured out that you are the horse and can jump right over yet. That's it. That's literally it. It's not a blockage. You just have to shift your perspective here. You have to change your thinking on things a little bit. Okay, what's next? No, it was this deck. Okay, we're gonna do this deck next. The other thing I will point out is horses can be easily spooked. It's like they are such ginormous creatures, they are such powerful creatures, and it's so funny that they are easily spooked. It's like it's like you can be a horse and you can come across this little fox, and the little fox could like growl at you a little bit, and you're like, eh, and it's like you're a horse. Literally, you can just stomp on that little foxy, and then there will be no more little foxy. You're not recognizing your own power here. Okay, get curious and paradox. Those are so perfect for cards to come out right next to each other. Why? Because, okay, so with this paradox card, not everything is as it seems right now. You might be making things into, you might be making mountains out of molehills here. Not everything is as it seems, and it might seem like things aren't going your way, but actually they are. And then get curious, like, why do you feel that way? Why do you feel like your manifestation is blocked? Why do you feel like things aren't coming to fruition? And like, yeah, question some things, how they seem to you, and then ask yourself, like, why does it seem that way to me? And I really feel like this Five of Pentacles is more like a narrative that you're giving yourself. It's more a narrative of you not having enough, when in fact you are so abundantly blessed. Yeah. I'm gonna pull one more. I feel like I did 3 in the last one. And then reflect. Okay, yeah, so I think there's really a need for you to kind of connect with your own power for a little bit and then reflect upon it. If ever you come into a state where you're like, you don't think you're getting what you want, why do you think that? Why do you think that? Reflect upon that. Get really curious. Take a lot of time to think. And then alternatively, are there signs that you are also getting that back up this paradox card? Are there signs that you're getting that not everything is as it seems? That there's a lot more to the situation, that there's some nuance here that you might not be picking up on or reading incorrectly. Okay. What else do we have going on here? Divine timing. Yeah. I feel like that's where a lot of this Five of Pentacles energy is coming in, right? It's a sense of impatience. It's a sense of there's something that you want so very badly, and there's this perception that it's going to make your life so much better, but in reality your life is okay the way it is right now, that you can tap into all of these wonderful feelings that you think that this thing is going to give you right here, right now. And this thing is not blocked. It is coming to you. It is just coming to you in divine timing, and you have to open yourself up to that. Perseverance. Just keep going. That's it. Just keep going. Just keep showing up dedicated to your manifestations. Keep showing the universe that that is exactly what you want, and the universe is going to hand it to you. And it's probably not going to hand it to you how you want it to hand it to you, but in a way that's probably going to be much better and unfathomable to you. It could be like, it's going to be like the sweetest victory you've ever known. Pause and reflect. I love that this pause and reflect. Yeah, that's such a message here. Take time to really think. Take time to really think about why you think your manifestation is blocked right now, and then see how maybe that might be a little bit untrue for you. All right, and next we were going to go ahead and pull a card, or pull an affirmation for you to help you along your journey of manifestation. I am protected and power through any challenges. I feel like this is a perfect way to conclude this reading. Yes, you are so safe. You are so very protected, and you are going to learn how to jump over that silly little hurdle with your big, powerful, horsey legs, okay? All right. For the final part of this, we are going to do something a little bit new that I've never done with you guys before. We are going to go ahead and you can now ask the pendulum anything that you wish to ask the pendulum. It can be any question. It can be regarding your manifestation or otherwise, and we'll see what the pendulum has to say about it. I'm going to give you just a few minutes here to really think about what you want your question to be. Okay, it is going towards the now. It is happening now. Yeah. Don't worry about it's happening now. It's happening now. It's happening now. That is a for sure the now. Love that for us. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed being the medium for this message to reach you through. This was a joy. This was a pleasure. I absolutely loved this. I also love that somehow this little angel that kept falling over, I can't really show it to you and I'm afraid of knocking him over. He's been just kind of magically standing just on one foot for the rest of this reading. That is a little spooky. Anyways, I will see you all very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose our lovely amethyst angel, or as I will now name her, the Angel of Peace. And the Elk Oracle card. Congratulations and welcome to your pile, or your reading, sorry. We are going to start this reading off by reading from the book on Elk. Elk is earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be significant here. Either in your big three, or you could have a lot of earth energy in your chart, or you could really vibe with the message of the elk. So let's go ahead and see what that message is. Stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. The great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. This means it provides underlying support and stability amidst life's many changes. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes, the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part, they make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. Oh, that is very sweet, and I am very happy for you, my elk friend. Okay. So next we are going to go ahead and get some more information here. What is blocking the poor elk who is so kind and so nurturing in their divine masculine energy? And again, you don't have to be male we all have divine masculine, divine feminine energy. What is blocking our elk friends' manifestations right now? Oh my goodness, we have even more about divine masculine energy here. Okay. And the Six of Swords. All right. I feel like what's blocking it right now is there's something that elk person needs to move on from. Elk person needs to rise to authority. Elk person needs to understand that they are so powerful, but also really tap into those divine masculine energies. Being a good leader, right? So elk energy, or divine masculine energy, the emperor, whatever you want to call it, it's like learning to be a leader in a way that is gentle and kind and involves integrity, involves nurturing and compassion, and leading from love, leading from the heart, instead of being more authoritarian and more ruthless and more strict, and you know, things that a lot of times masculine personalities like to tote as strong and powerful, but are actually just toxic. Learning to step into healthy masculine energy, learning what healthy masculine energy feels like, learning what healthy masculine energy looks like, learning how healthy masculine energy shows up and acts throughout its daily life and in the world. And in doing this, there's going to be some people that need to be left behind here. There's going to be either people, situations, a combination of things. There's something that needs to be left behind before we can make it to our manifestation. And leaving that thing behind is going to mean rising to your authority, but in a gentle way, right? Not, you know, ruthlessly ghosting people, but being like, hey, listen, this, whatever situation this is it's not working for me. I would love to have a discussion in how we can get this to work for me, but right now it's just not. And so I have to move in accordance with what I want in my life and the energies that I want to allow into my life. And let your truth pave the way. Let your truth be your guidance. Let your truth, your intuition, follow that to wherever feels safe and good for you. Okay, so now we are going to pull a couple more cards here. And I feel like once you stand in your authenticity, once you let your truth be told, once you let your truth come out, and once you start following that and letting your intuition be your guiding light, that process is going to be very healing for you as well, and it will bring you somewhere that is safer, better. Okay, the Starborn. The Starborn Emperor sounds pretty cool together too. I like that came out on top of that one. And the Shapeshifter. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and read for these two. I feel like the Starborn should be pretty easy to find since it has number 3. The Starborn, the divine child, the star child, the destined. An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self, the Starborn archetype, points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the Starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? Practice seeing your life from a mythic point of view, rather than as a series of logistics. Read the story of the 3 fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. Okay, no, I love that. So something I'm really getting here with this coming out on top of the Emperor is... I'm getting a couple messages here, actually. But the first thing that popped into my head was, greatness is your destiny. You are destined to step into this Emperor archetype. You are going to grow from, we have the Starborn being described as a child, and then we see it here as this egg. You're going to grow and blossom fully into this Emperor energy. And then there's another thing. If our divine counterpart is something that we are trying to manifest, understand it's not something that we really have to put so much work into, because it's our destiny. Our husband or wife, whoever our divine counterpart is, they're showing up in this divine masculine energy. And again, this has nothing to do with your sex or your gender identity. You very well could be the physically feminine in the relationship, but have the divine masculine energy or whatever. The point there is that this figure is your destiny, and there's nothing that you can do or say to mess that up. So you don't have to worry about it so much. You don't have to sit by the clock wondering when he's gonna call, wondering when they're gonna call so much. Understand that it's happening, it's coming. They are your divine counterpart for a reason, and they are your divine counterpart no matter what. Worry about it a little bit less. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the Shapeshifter. The trickster, the elusive, the formless. The Shapeshifter has a love of theater, games, and trickery. Its energy appears as one thing, only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. The Shapeshifter is within all of us to some degree. It is the side of ourselves that is slippery, non-committal, and experimental, and longs to dismiss the rules. We need its energy to adapt the ever-changing landscape of our existence. When the Shapeshifter card appears, it's important to imagine you are looking at life through a kaleidoscope rather than a single focus lens. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagined. Be wary, though, as the allure of the kaleidoscope can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground. Dancing long-term with the Shapeshifter requires a central pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. Okay. All right, and then so what I'm also getting called to say here is, if you are trying to manifest your divine counterpart, don't give them a face, don't give them a name. You may very well have an idea of who this person is deep down inside, but the other thing that is important to remember is that this person, whether you are right or wrong about whether that is going to eventually be your divine counterpart, the person they are right here and right now is different than the person that they are going to be when they are your spouse. So focus less on that person and focus more on manifesting your spouse, because the more you focus on manifesting your spouse, the more you are turning that person into your spouse. And then the journey. Okay, so the messages are coming in too fast, and I have to like figure out how I'm going to word this now. Okay. Along this journey, there are going to be a lot of tricksters trying to get you to deviate from this past. And it's like, keep focusing on the end game. Keep focusing on the end game. Don't focus on these tricksters that keep popping up, giving you false hope or false love, false intimacy, a false sense of security. Don't fall for their tricks. Do not fall for their tricks. Remember, it is what you really want. Remember, it is what you are really seeking. And remember that that is yours, and keep your focus on that. Okay. I feel like there was another one, and now I forgot it because I got too busy explaining things. So I'm just going to pull some more cards, and probably it will come to me as I am shuffling, as it tends to do. Okay, now I remember. So if it is not your divine counterpart that you are trying to manifest, but rather something else, remember that your destiny is greatness, and there are going to be people along your path who are going to try to trick you into believing that you are so much less than you actually are. Don't listen to those people. Do not let these people deceive you. Do not let these people lie to you. Do not let these people rob you of your peace, happiness, integrity, whatever it is. Do not let these people tell you, well, if you want to make it anywhere in life, you have to be a bad person, because that's the only way, and good people get taken advantage of, and so there's no use in being good. Do not listen to these fools. That is them trying to justify their bad behavior. And the world is not actually as dim and dismal as these trickster types will have you believing. You do not have to be a bad person to get anywhere in life. You can get plenty of places being very good-natured. So, okay, the Observer. Trust. Transmute. Yeah. So a lot of people are going to, as you rise to your authority, as you rise to your greatness, as you step into your emperor role as the leader, as the emperor, a lot of people are going to throw some daggers at you, and it's going to be up to you to transmute those daggers back into love and light, to understand, to kind of take an observer's role on it, like observe their actions, observe where it's, and understand where it's coming from, understand that it's probably people that gave up on their own dreams so long ago because they told themselves so many times before, well, that's really unobtainable. Nobody can actually do that. And then when they see you doing it, they're like, it challenges everything that they have told themselves, that keeps them stuck and stagnant in their unhappy lives. And, you know, that's the truth that they gave themselves. That's the narrative they gave themselves. Those are decisions that they made. Try to see it through a more compassionate lens. Try to understand that they probably did have big hopes and dreams, that it was very painful for them to give up. So when they see you succeeding at the things that they wish to accomplish, it's going to stir up a lot of things. When they realize that, oh my God, that could have been me had I just stuck to it, that's going to stir up a lot in them. But that's their stuff. That's their stuff. Observe. Listen, observe. You don't have to interact with it. It's at the end of the day out of your control. It's not really your problem, it's their problem. All of that negative stuff that they hurl at you, we just have to kind of not let it affect us so much, right? Understand that is we don't have to accept other people's truths. We don't have to accept other people's narratives. All we have to accept is what we know we are capable because it is coming to us. And then just trust the process. I don't actually really sense like so much of a blockage in your manifestation. I think you just have to trust the process, and trust that you are well on your journey, trust that you are destined for greatness, and then just let it come to you as it's going to come to you. Oh, and then another thing that I'm also picking up here is if you are manifesting your divine counterpart, there is a child in the soul contract that you guys have to each other. And you are going to be such a good parent. Not only are you going to be such a good parent, but what I'm hearing is they are such a good dad. So that could either be you or your counterpart is like, they're going to be such a good dad. Yeah, that is another thing that I was feeling called to say. Confusion. Okay. Intuition, yeah. Okay. Perspective, yes. All right. Okay. So with confusion coming out over the observer, I feel like because your manifestation isn't coming to you in the way that you think that it will, the way that you want it to, it's causing you a lot of confusion, and that confusion is kind of that could be the trickster energy here as well. It's like you're confusing yourself by overthinking it essentially, and we just have to trust our intuition. I love that this intuition card came out on top of the trust card. I really do. You just have to trust your intuition and understand all of this other nonsense that isn't your intuition that you are allowing to confuse yourself, and it could be other people. It could be, that could still stand, hold truth to it, is that confusion could be like other people and what they want to tell you, and it's like the reason that you are confused is because you know that it's not true. Deep down inside, intuitively, you know it's not true. You know it's like that's just other people's perspective of you isn't going to really match what you're really like. They don't know your path. They don't know what you're capable of. They don't know your soul's essence. And then, oh, I love this because over here we have consciousness, higher self, and subconscious. And it's like, what are we perceiving things through here? And I feel like a lot of the negativity as you rise to power that is going to be hurled at you as you rise to greatness is going to be coming from other people's ego selves. In a way for you to kind of transmute with that, a way for you to look at this is make sure that you are looking at this from your higher self. Like your higher self knows the truth. And I think as you come to see more things from your higher self's perspective, like you're not going to take things so personally. You're not going to take things in a way that it affects your energy in a negative way, because you're going to be able to take that higher perspective on it. Okay. Now we will go ahead and get an affirmation for you in this to help you through this. Something for you to carry with you. Your affirmation is agate, and I love that it's purple like our little angel of peace over here. I am courageous and trust myself to overcome any trial. Yeah, whatever it is you're going through, understand you're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and do the very last part of this, which is we are going to ask the pendulum. You're going to be allowed to ask the pendulum any question you want, either out loud or in your head. I'm going to give you a little while to kind of think about the question. You can even pause the video to give yourself more time. To think about it. But I'm going to go ahead and get our pendulum nice and shooken up. And the answer to your question is a resounding yes. It is yes, 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 yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Like how big that swing is going from one yes to the other. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed being the medium for this message to reach you through. It has been a joy, it has been a pleasure, it has been an honor, and I will see you very soon.